What's going on, everybody? Travis here from Brink & Company, and today we are going to go over setting up your Twitch stream from scratch. So this is going to be a series, so I'm not going to cover everything in this one video. I like to keep them small so they're easy to reference later on. But with that in mind, let's go ahead and get started. So you've created your Twitch account, and now you have no idea what to do. So no problem. First thing you're going to do is go to the top right corner once you're logged into Twitch and go down to Settings. And here's where you're going to be able to set up, the simple stuff that you need for your account. Obviously, the first thing you're going to want to do is set up your profile picture. So we'll go ahead and do that. Hit Update, upload a photo, and let's see. I'm going to pick this one. Boom, done. Make sure, it says max size 256 by 256. I do 512 by 512 just to make sure that I'm getting as much quality out of it as I can. The next thing to do is set up your profile banner. Now, if you've never seen the profile banner before, this is kind of an interesting thing. You don't typically see this on a lot of people's streams, but what you'll do is you'll go to your channel and you'll hit your name and you'll see it slides down. So that's where it hides. They used to be a lot more prominent on Twitch back in the day, and now they don't really show them as much. But you will see it when you share your link on Twitter and stuff like that. So it's important to have one. Okay, so we're going to go to Update, upload a photo, and we're going to choose any one that I've got here, and that's set. Now, a thing to note, actually, while we're on the subject of this, let me go back to mine. When you're creating this, you don't actually see it here, but the bottom of the image is buried behind this bottom bar. So if you put stuff at the bottom, or you try to line this up centered, like your content centered in the image, it's not going to look centered when it's on this header banner because this is actually hidden behind this. So you're losing this much space. So just keep that in mind when you're making them, and make sure to put your stuff a little bit higher. See, I did not do that with this one because this was my first test a while ago, and it did not come out very good. So just keep that in mind. So next thing, simple profile settings, username, display name, the bio, the email, that's all very simple. And then your Twitch Prime settings, if you have that. This is all pretty self-explanatory stuff, but chat color, what color is your name when you type in chat, emoticons, which set would you like to use, and your subscription settings. Again, all self-explanatory. Channels and videos, so when your channel is offline, what do you want people to see? Now, chances are, very seldomly are people going to see this because you'll probably be auto-hosting people or setting up a host list, and we'll go over that next. But just in case, it's always good to set this, so we'll go ahead and do that anyway. Let's see if I have one. Maybe in here? Yes, so here's my offline one, so we'll go ahead and set that. And that's done. So let's go over auto-hosting now. If you're not familiar with auto-hosting is something that happens when you are not streaming. So for instance, when you're not streaming, it's probably going to be showing somebody else's stream on your channel. And this is something you can set up for friends, you can set up for your teams, etc., etc. So I don't have auto-host set up on this current account because this is just sort of a demo account, but you can turn on auto-host channels, automatically host channels from your host list when you're offline. So with this on, you will now automatically play other people's streams while you're not streaming. You can host team channels, so if you're in any teams, this will automatically host those channels. And you can set your host priority, so host channels by the order they appear in the list, or host channels randomly from the list. You can add channels to your host list from right here. Now these are channels that you follow currently, so you can always add those. Content settings, whether or not your stream is for mature content or not, or has mature content. Your chat options, so block hyperlinks. Typically, this is good to turn on. Email verification is good to turn on because you don't want any random people to just be coming and spam your channel. Make sure you set your chat rules. Next, we'll take a look at Mon Chat Delay. Now, what this does is it adds a slight delay before any message reaches your channel. And this is good because if a message gets banned after it gets sent, then this will hinder it from ever being shown in the chat window, which is really good. So it's best to have this at 2 seconds, 4 seconds, or 6 seconds, but at least use it to any one of these. Ban chatters, that's pretty self-explanatory. Just shows a list of people you've banned from your chat. So under security and privacy, all pretty self-explanatory stuff, but I would definitely, absolutely 100% recommend two-factor authentication. This is really handy, and you can use Google Authenticator on your Android or iPhone or whatever you want. Really handy, keeps people from, you know, hijacking your channel and doing nefarious things with it. So I would definitely recommend that. Notifications, again, very self-explanatory, and there's a lot of them to go over, so you know, you can go over these by yourself at your leisure. And connections. So these are the accounts that you have connected to your Twitch account. So there's obviously the basic ones, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter. If you have Amazon Prime, and there is a thing called Twitch Prime, you link your Amazon account to your Twitch account, and you will now have a Twitch Prime account. Twitch Prime comes with all kinds of cool stuff. So if you go up here under your Prime loot, if you have Twitch Prime, you can see that you get free stuff for Fortnite and some Doctor Who stuff, Call of Duty, etc., etc. So you get a bunch of free games, a bunch of free assets, and things like that. But the coolest thing you get from Twitch Prime is a free monthly sub. So if you're not familiar with subbing or subscribing, on Twitch, you can subscribe to a user's channel. And typically it's, you would use your debit card or credit card and pay that way. But with Twitch Prime, you get one free Twitch Prime sub per month. And it's non-auto renewing, so you have to go back and do it yourself. But it's a really cool way to support streamers that you like, and you know, it's free. It doesn't cost you anything, and they still make money from it. So that's really cool. So that is the basics of setting up your Twitch channel. In the next video, we're going to go over setting up Twitch panels and things like that. So stay tuned for that. If you guys have any questions or comments, you know where to leave them down below, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys.